Imagine that in 5 to 10 years, a significant portion of the professions that people are studying for at universities today will disappear or change beyond recognition. Artificial intelligence, automation, global competition. And a simple but very important question arises. Does modern education prepare students for the world that is already taking shape? And one more thing, who has the right to shape the vision of education for the future, the system, or the students themselves? Today we are talking about education, but not within the confines of a single country and not abstractly, nor from the perspective of a particular educational system, not from the standpoint of ministries, reports, or beautiful strategies. We are talking about students all over the world and about what their professional future will look like, about those who are already feeling the gap between what is being taught and what the job market demands. The world has become global, careers are international, and the requirements for skills are universal. ACPM is launching a global survey of university students in all countries around the world. And that's why this video is important to watch until the very end, because for the first time in a long while, students are not just being asked, they are actually being listened to. For decades, education has been built on a top-down principle. Curricula were created without systematic feedback from students, without taking into account the rapid changes in the labor market, and without a global perspective. But reality has changed. Today, students study in one country, work in international teams, and compete in the global market. And it is they who are the first to feel the gap between theory and the real demands of the profession. That is why it is important to say it directly. The student is not a passive participant in the system. The student is the main client of modern education. That is why ACPM, United Kingdom, is launching a global survey for students of higher education institutions all over the world. This is not a marketing questionnaire, not a formality for reporting, and not a study of a single country. This is a tool for listening to a generation that is shaping the future global labor market. The survey is based on international professional approaches, particularly on principles characteristic of the British educational model, a focus on competencies, linking education with professional standards, and the practical value of knowledge in a career. We want to understand how students from different countries choose their profession and university, what they actually lack in modern education, how they see the impact of artificial intelligence on their careers, which skills they consider critically important, and what success means to them in the future. This is the first study of such scale initiated by an international professional community rather than by a single university or government body. Why is this happening right now? Because in 2026, the ACPM is dedicating itself to a global study of education, professional competencies, and the transformation of the labor market. We are already at a point where a diploma no longer guarantees employment. Knowledge becomes outdated faster than curricula are updated. International competitiveness is becoming decisive. Education is becoming global, and the voice of students must be heard at the level of international standards, not just within individual systems. As an international professional community, ACPM operates according to the logic of global standards. The British approach to education has traditionally focused on the application of knowledge, combining an academic foundation with practice and viewing education as part of a long-term career trajectory. It is precisely this approach that is becoming relevant for students today, regardless of the country in which they study. This survey has profound social value. First, it gives students a real voice. Second, it will help universities see an honest picture of expectations, work with programs based on structured feedback, and bring education closer to professional standards. Third, it will help students themselves realize which competencies will be in demand in 5 to 10 years, build a conscious career trajectory, and understand why a single diploma is no longer enough. We state openly, the results of the global survey will be published at the end of 26th year. Based on these results, ACPM will prepare an international analytical report, recommendations for universities, a series of public materials and studies, and a foundation for further global educational initiatives. If you are a student, regardless of the country where you study, this survey is about you and for you. Follow the link below this video and fill out the questionnaire. We also ask everyone who cares about this initiative to share the survey and this video so that as many student voices as possible can be heard around the world. And if the idea of education with a global purpose resonates with you, subscribe to the ACPM Global YouTube channel and join us in shaping the future of education.